G'day everyone, welcome to the Opal Mills. My name's Phil and this is a channel. It's all about opal and it goes from mining, buying parcels, cutting opal, treating opal for the matrix, making doublets and inlay and stuff like that, and silversmithing and goldsmithing. So a little bit of everything on this channel. And this time we're going to get to see about buying parcels. So this is one that I've recently saw up at Andamooka on my last trip. I think I included some video or some photos of this stuff when I was up there in the last video from Andamooka anyway. So I couldn't afford the whole thing myself, and I mentioned on the live stream, does anyone want to go halves? Well, one of you responded and we went halves. So I explained that it's a large parcel, it's all in one, and I'll need to split it, send some footage, and that person can then pick which half they want. And that was the arrangement. So we're going to see what's in here. We're going to go through the whole parcel. Then I'll take a break to split, organise which half is which. We'll figure out which half I'm going to get to play around with, and go from there. So let's stop talking and let's have an open up. Sorry, camera. Alright, so I'm just going to quickly grab a big enough container to fit this in. Alright, so here we go. Let's get you set up a bit better. Alright. There's some really awesome material in here. Just give you zoom in for a sec. Some really nice bright material. That's just one little piece. Also, the bits and pieces of some crystal. Some of that might make some really nice doublet. Some of it may cut solid, but it's actually entwined in the matrix. It's formed on top of. It's on the table. And so I've not seen any of this treated yet. Can't wait to see how it treats. That will be another video. Some nice thick bars running through of colour. Some nice stones to be had out of that stuff. Hopefully this stuff will treat and it's not too glassy. That'll be the only downfall from treating. Wow, some really nice colour under here. Wow. So this was just a parcel that had been pulled out the ground recently from when I was up my trip, and hadn't really been cleaned up much more than what we see here. So that out. Wow, goes all through. And we haven't even hit the best bits yet. That's quality. So here we've got crystal formed on top of the matrix. Really nice. Then we've got these bits. These are quite large. Full of beautiful colour. Shockers. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. And if this treat's nice and black, oh my god, that is going to be really interesting. Actually, what I'm going to do, this piece, I'm going to chuck this in some sugar and give it like a one-day treat. See if I can get it to do something and put it onto this video. So I'll leave that one to dry out. And I'll have to start looking at this a little bit closer and figure out how to fairly split this in two. And I'll converse with the other partner in crime, and we'll come back and figure out what's actually gonna be what I'm dealing with. And of course there's a lot of little pieces. They cut some small stones and other bits of crystal floating around. Fantastic colour. Anyway, yeah, I might go start sorting this out and come back. Okay, so that's it split up. This is sort of shrapnel pieces that'll be maybe some really tiny stones, but it's all messed up shapes. I'll yeah, throw some of that in. pretty much all of it if you want it in your half. It's all good. Tried treating a couple of pieces just to see how it's going to treat. So this stuff, it got stuck in a bit. Hang on, just let me zoom in. So it penetrates mostly on this piece, but then there's some that may need a longer treatment. I'm not sure what's happening there. And this one didn't seem to want to take in too much. So there's a sneak preview as to what this is gonna do. Now, what I will offer is a refund if you so we're inclined, or we're so inclined. So yeah, see which way you want to go about it. Otherwise, I'll go through these two piles anyway and show you what I've actually done here. Zoom back out. So, we go on that side. Yeah, go that side, and you can go that side. So there we go. Now, over here, zoom in, just go through all the pieces. There's a big piece of this in each one. It's full of all the bars. Along with these pieces. That piece. Couple of chips. This one. And this piece. So on this side it's got the larger piece of this material, so it's got a bit of greenish sort of stuff in it, and on top we've got the crystal. Oh, and that piece on the bottom, well, that flash on the bottom I should say. So there's that, and that's that side. Now over here we have a couple of bits of that to match up for the big piece of it the other side. Those bits. Yeah, that piece. And a whole bunch of these little bits. Some crystal in here. There's a bit of crystal this side too. And some more matrix. And this big piece, no, a couple more bits under there. And this piece. So this piece has, again, a big piece with the colour through the middle. And yeah, not much, but it might be a bit of crystalline under there. It's formed on top. But yeah, not so much on this one. That's why, yeah, I put a bit of crystal on this side. So there's some that side and on that side. So yeah, I'll send this footage straight to you and you let me know which one you want. Okay, so as you can see, it's been divided up, and that's the best I can do as far as buying a parcel sight unseen virtually with the other person, other than the couple of shots I took, photos. So I really hope they're quite happy with what they get, and they've chosen, well, let's first, which pile would you have chosen? Take a moment and pause and, yeah, which pile? This pile or this pile? By what I showed just earlier. So this person's chosen this pile, and I've said this is sort of odd shaped bits and pieces and that. I'll just leave that off to the side and throw that in their side of the parcel, whichever side they chose. So we'll be playing with this side. So first things first, we'll bag this big juicy material up. These little bits of crystal. I'll make a nice little doublet in there. Might even get a solid. And all this. Okay. So I'll put a note on that. It's not to be posted until next year. So I did the treat test. Let's have a look at that. So on my side, this one got thrown in my side. This took a partial treatment, mostly treatment. It's not too bad. I'd like to get it better, maybe a longer treatment. But that's going to have some really nice blues greens in it. And this was in the other parcel, so I've got to put this back in the bag. And this took a partial treat as well. Still a fantastic set of stones to come out of this section. Me, I'd be slicing through there a couple of times and see if she still faces, but I'd be taking that face all day, every day. Look at that. So yeah, put that back in that bag. So yeah, the treatment, I'll have to do a more lengthy one. Some of this I think I'm just going to stick straight in and see how it treats, if parts of it treat better and I can get better stones, darker stones, like say this partial treatment here. I would think, all right, this end here treats quite well. Is there a stone I can get in there? There sort of is. It's my wrong orientation though. So yeah, it'd be probably that face there. Another one was my last trip to Andamooka. We did the live stream underground and we pulled out a bit of concrete out of the ground. So I've treated that piece that I ended up cutting, and here we go. It's a bit of a salt and pepper look, but you can see the purple is really popping out now all over the place. And this one could stay as is, independent, or I could resin coat it. Either which, not sure what I'm going to do with it yet. But yeah, so that turned out quite nice. Even as I said, independent for $100, why not? It's quite a nice little specimen piece. Anyway, on with this. So we'll be playing with this side of the fence. We've got these bits here. Got a bit of nice colour throughout. Under this, actually I can do this now. Oh, there we go. Maybe seeing from the side. It's a really nice colour there. So we'll try and get some stones out of that. There's a nice little stone in here. I'm not sure how far back it goes. This side it shows to about back here somewhere. There might be a nice little ring stone or something in there. Maybe a pendant, maybe more. but we'll see. This piece, probably do it with maybe a Dremel. We'll see what happens. Not sure what's going on inside there. A few bits of colour anyway. And a couple of chips. And this one has the bit of crystal on it. So I'll have to somehow pry that off gently so I don't destroy it too much. I want it to break apart. Some really nice colour on that. Might even get some doublets. So yeah, a bit of crystal in there. Most of it is nonetheless. We've got that flush on the bottom there. I'll take a stain out of that. See how far up it goes. Comes around here, so I presume it sort of comes and narrows down here. All this side here, it's got colour on the right angles. There we go. Colour all the way through it. So let's see what we can get out of that. And we've got this piece. Really nice colour in there. Maybe a little stone. All that nice juicy colour inside. We'll definitely be getting a few stones out of this. And hopefully it does the same with at least a partial treatment would be good, just to get a bit of the depth into the stone. So there we go. That's buying a parcel. So I'm going to get back to what I was doing before I did this and get on with that video. I've got 3 videos on the go, including this one. So I can't devote too much more time in this. Bit of a treat, see how it goes. I'll put these in for a big treatment and see what comes out of it. I'll clean up a bit of this before I do it and see what amounts to it. See what it amounts to. And that'll be in another video. So for now, hope you enjoyed. Cheers.